Hello and welcome to a brand new training program from IT eLearn. My name is Priya and I'm here to present to you all Personality Development Training Program team, and this is something that I've developed, designed to help you get quick insight on how positive attitude and confidence building will have major impact on your daily life and work. So here's what we are going to give you initially. Let's have a quick idea on what this course is. And we are going to start this course as in the live sessions are going to start from the 6th of March. We have, and where we are going to share 40 plus concept-based scenarios for your benefit, where you could get a clear insight and you could align yourself to your highest good and increase your performance levels at work. So let's get started. Firstly, I'm going to list here the agenda for today's training course. So okay. Okay, the training program is called Personality Development Program Team. Here we have individual courses. Now these courses are effective verbal communication, effective written communication, we have positive attitude and confidence, building, and we have vocabulary building. Here we're going to talk about idioms and collocations. We also have included email etiquettes. Okay. So this would be your overview of this particular training program. Now initially when we covered job placement and certified training program batch 1, we learned effective verbal and written communication, and where we have these two videos which are recorded on the website www.itelearn.com, and these sessions include over 28 hours of high definition video content. Now we've come up with these 3 additional topics where we're going to do in length about positive attitude. We're going to cover vocabulary and email writing as a part of this particular new batch that we're starting, job placement and certified training program, batch 2. All right. So now, these 3 courses are 7 hours each, and in these 7 hours, we do work Monday to Fridays. Saturdays, Sundays are family time. So weekends are downtime. They're like soul-searching time, and we need to have a lot of fun over the weekends. So we're not doing anything over the weekends. It is comfortable for you to attend live training sessions as per your convenience. So we have planned the schedule in a way that we have classes Monday to Friday so that it's easy for you to attend and to be present in each and every session, where you'll get a higher insight and a great idea about what you are right now and how you could move forward and meet your purpose or your higher calling in life. So in all, personality development course is over 45 hours of training. Now, you would be wondering, do these questions coming back at the back of your mind? You should certainly be asking this: why do I need communication lessons? Why personality development course when in the school we were taught good English and my beautiful English teachers helped me ace vocabulary, and in elementary college I was trained on positive thinking and benefits of staying self-motivated and confident. So that's the first question. Now the second question you certainly would be asking yourself is, how will I be able to manage time on the technical part and even the personality development? By technical, I'm referring to your manual testing, Selenium, QTP, or any subject of your interest and expertise. All right, team. And you should certainly be asking this, like, I'm a beginner, will this particular course be of any benefit for me? Yes, it is certainly a benefit for everybody, because these courses require a lot of commitment and dedication from your end team, and we've developed this training course as a fast and focused training program. So you're getting best out of this particular training program, and then later when you just go back, you the latest strategies, techniques, tips, you certainly feel glad that yes, I did enroll at IT Learn. All right, so having said this, so let's proceed with the topics that we're going to cover, as a part of this particular courses. Now, we have two options here. You could enroll for the entire training course, which is a 5-in-1 package, and of course avail the benefits to learning and high definition videos. Or what you could do is, the second step is enroll for individual courses, as in you feel you want to just brush up with positive attitude, go ahead and register to that. Or you feel vocabulary building, idioms and collocations would help you talk to native speakers of English language in a better way, express it better. And email writing and business skills, here we teach you the right keywords that are needed to frame the right uh, official emails. Okay, so let's have a look at the topics. One moment here. Okay, so here we go. Topics that are covered in the training. The first training individual course is positive attitude and confidence building. Here we have two chapters, team. So the first chapter is all about positive attitude. Here we're going to cover simple tips for developing attitude, which is positive attitude. Benefits of staying positive, how positive attitude leads to success and happiness, how to manifest positive thinking. Now, apart from all of this, we're going to share 30 to 40 techniques and methods where you concept-based ideas, which are certainly new and they are latest. It's not old techniques where you actually have an idea of something and then it's you're heading nowhere after you enroll for the training program. Okay, so next chapter is confidence building. So here we're going to learn simple ways to improve self-confidence, tips and strategies to build confidence and lead a happy, successful life, overcome fears of rejection, anxiety and social nervousness, maximize the quality of your social and professional relationships, enhance your communication skills for greater confidence and confidence in the interview process. Now, generally when we head to the interview, we actually do not do some, don't do our homework well. So that's when we feel nervous, we are anxious, we don't know who we're going to talk to. So we're going to drive you through the entire confidence process where you feel more confident, and the interview process would just be a discussion. Okay, so let's move on to the next individual training course, which is vocabulary building. Here we have two chapters. First is idioms and collocations. So what is an idiom? How do you define a collocation? What's a phrasal verb? Why do we use idioms? And then common idioms we use to connect and to connect with people. And then chapter 2, we have to practice vocabulary using these idioms that you can use in over 15 everyday situations. Begin to sound more like a native speaker of English. Communicate more effectively with native speakers with the most frequently used idioms. So these are the two chapters that we're going to cover as a part of those 7 hours lecture live classes in your vocabulary building, more focus on idioms and collocations. Let's move on to the third topic, or the third individual course, email etiquette. Here we have two chapters. First, we're going to do with effective email etiquette writing. So sample business emails, number 1, do's and don'ts of email writing, email commandments, email etiquette. We have professional letter writing and documents, professional chats, reports, memos, proofread and editing tips and techniques. In the next chapter, we're going to do the advanced level grammar essentials, because grammar is the basic of writing essentials, so basics of business writing, importance of written communication, forms of different types of writing, spellings, punctuation, writing tips overview, and do's and don'ts of written communication, use of modal verbs, and reading comprehension. So here's the list of what we're going to cover over 20 hours if you subscribe or enroll for these individual courses, and you have insight of how we're going to take it forward. So now let me give you an understanding of how we're going to proceed. This is a 3-week training program. It's a trainer-led concept where you're going to get a higher level perspective of where you are and where you could head to. It's going to be an interactive live session. Individual presentations could certainly be a part of this training program where trainer helps you, give a topic, they give you a topic, and then you create your own presentations and roll it out. Okay. All right. So this package is specially designed for today's market. All the concepts that we're sharing in the training are designed for today's competitive, complex, and rapidly changing industry team. So their latest version that we're going to talk on, and this certainly will give you an insight and help you in today's challenging times. So do look into this, and so let me give you, okay. So here we go. The objective of training today's part, positive attitude and confidence building. What are the questions that you normally would certainly ask when we start this particular module? What is personality development? Right? So personality development is development of the organized patterns of behaviors and attitudes that makes a person distinctive. This could relate to your temperament, environment, and character. All right. So what's important in today's world? You tell me, team, why is it important in today's world? Do you think we have to be positive enough? We have to develop our personality? What if we are not polished? What if we, don't stay positive? Okay. Okay, so staying positive is a very good habit. Once we are positive, we would be able to work on our particular day to the best of our abilities, and whatever tasks come in our way or probably challenges that are there on our path, we have the intention and we have the right mindset to, of course, face it and then come out with a solution. So it's very important, this positive thinking and confidence building. So what are the topics covered in the course? I did inform you about the topics. Overview of the training program. It's a 3-week intense, fast and focused training program to give you a certain insight on what we're going to do and how we are going to move forward from there. What are my takeaways? These are latest concepts discussed, team, and which will help you stay focused in today's competitive environment. All right, so let's move ahead. What's an iceberg? Now, the definition to an iceberg is the tip of the iceberg is something that we could, I'm sorry, I hope you can see my screen. Yeah, we could see now on the tip, there is something that's so refined, so beautiful. However, here below the iceberg, there's a lot of hard work. There is so much of toil. There is a lot of, adhering to certain rules, principles, rituals as a part of your daily routine, as a part of managing your micro level things and macro level things, focused on your daily task and daily practice is what happens below this. However, the tip is so polished. When you look at someone, you say that he's such a superstar, a dynamic communicator. However, do you think that that particular person would not be working that hard? That's not the fact. So they're doing their daily rituals as a practice, and staying positive, more important. Oh, all right. writing. So yeah, we are going to discuss steps in the thinking process. What are the keys to stay positive? Okay. Activity. Okay, I'll call it an icebreaker. This includes sense of achievement and sense of fulfillment. Towards the end of this particular session. All right. So what are the stages in the thinking process? Now, we have 5 steps. 5 steps or 5 stages. We have TO, LO, PO, GO, and SO. Right? So this indicates, 2 indicates the aim. Purpose and objective. Okay, where are we going and with what do we need to end up with? Alright, so that's the first stage. TO2 indicates the aim, purpose, and objective. Where are we going and what do we need to end up with? And we have the next stage. This indicates information available. Okay. What is the situation? What do we know? Alright, team. So what's the situation and what do we know? Okay, so this is your next stage or the next step of thinking process. Now why we are doing the thinking process initial? See, for positive thinking or positive attitude and confidence building, first we need to do a little bit of cleanup and closure, as in whatever principles, whatever experiences we had in our life. First we need to analyze and set our thinking right. So first step is to understand what's the thinking process and then move forward. TO indicates the aim, purpose, and objective. LO is the information available. What is the situation? What do we need? What do we know? And the next stage is PO, where we have is the stage of possibility. All right. So here we know how do we do it? How do we do it? And what's the solution? Okay. This refers to the conclusion stage and decision making with the correct choice we have. So this is so. This refers to the conclusion stage, decision, and the choice we need to make. The last stage is, okay, yeah. Indicates the action stage, right, team? So the 5 steps, T, O, L, O, P, O, S, O, and G, O. 2 indicates the aim. L, O is information stage, what you have and what situation we are in. P, O denotes possibility. S, O, it refers to the conclusion stage, decision making and choices. G, O indicates the action step that we need to take, and what are we going to do about it? What's the next step? What are we going to do about that, and what's the next step? All right. Okay. So we're going to do this in length starting 6th of March. This is just an overview and giving you an understanding of what we're going to do in length in the live sessions that are going to start going forward. All right. So this is the first step, which is your thinking process. Now, let me give you an example here. So team, just imagine I have a $500 bill with me. Now, what I do is I crush it, crumble it, and throw it. Okay. If you are there, right there in that particular situation, what will you do with the $500 bill? Like, will you pick it up, or will you like ignore it, or will you pick it up politely and hand it over to the person who actually got the bill and who threw it on the floor? What will we do? I mean, can we have some interaction here on this particular activity, team? Okay. You will give it to someone else. Any other answers? Anyone wants to raise your hands? You want to interact live? Okay, in the first place, what we do is, if the note is, if the bill is crushed and it has value, team, understand the context. Now, no matter what we do, where we are, in whatever shape we are in, as long as we have value, we know that, okay, I have this unique skill, and this particular company is going to hire me for the skill set that I have, the uniqueness that I possess, the positive mindset and the positive thinking attitude that I possess. Everything is fine. 99% of your job is good. All we need to focus on and do on a regular basis is do the little bit of programming that happens as a ritual and a regular practice for every individual, for that matter. So this $500 bill, even if it was like in a sad, bad condition, still it has value. You can actually politely pick it up and hand it over to the person in case you're in the situation, or what you will do is you will take it and of course use it for yourself. Still it has value. So as long as we are in the right shape and we're doing good, everything is fine. So stay positive all the time. So now let's look at, I have this Excel sheet with me. I'm going to start off with this icebreaker. Team, here are a few questions. This is a questionnaire. I hope everybody could see the screen. Now here I've listed a few questions. Now these particular questions would be your negative thought process. Now to head to positivity, first we need to conquer something that's bad, something, the conflicting ideas, negative thoughts that are there in our mind. So we'll do that. I'm not the right fit. It's not enough. You are not, or you can call it like, I'm not smart enough. So what do we usually say? What's the self-talk that runs so instantly, and we actually sometimes start calculating or figuring it out like, oh, why am I so negative today? I mean, I understand this happens on Monday morning, but then each day is not a Monday. Okay, so you are not smart enough. Okay, and then the next question is, see, these are the negative thoughts. I'm not the right fit. It's not enough. You're not smart enough. The next part is you're not tall enough. Okay, so these are all questions. You're not cool enough. Okay, so we have you're not witty enough. And what else? So what do you think, or what all thoughts come in your mind, team? Can you share those thoughts, please? So what are the negative thoughts that kind of, they don't allow you to take the right actions in life and allow you to proceed? I'm not the right fit. It's not enough. You're not smart enough. You're not tall enough. You're not cool enough. You're not witty enough. You're not thin enough. I'm bad doing this. Okay. And what else? I am bad at this or doing this, anything. I'm not active all the time. Okay, I don't think I can do this. I'm not active at all. Okay, yeah, we did that. So I don't think I can do this. Okay, and then I know who I am, just in case someone is so loud and they say, oh, forget it. So you say, I know who I am. And okay, so we have the second set of icebreaker here. Let me just... Okay, so what was, where are we? Okay, so not confident enough, not confident enough when I talk to a team. Yeah, too many people sitting there is a team, right? So I know who I am, not confident enough when I'm talking to a team or when I talk to a team. I'm always going to be like this in my life. Yeah, all these. I'm always going to be like this. Okay, so something like this. Now, team. Okay. Yeah, we also say, I'm too old. I'm not focused. All these, the general common response, which of course we don't have to get energy to this. This is like wired. It requires lots of energy. It requires a lot of balanced frame of mind to stay positive. However, you just think over it. I'm not the right fit, it's not enough, you're not smart enough, you are not tall enough, I don't think I can do this, I know who I am, not confident enough when I talk to a team, I'm always going to be like this, I'm too old, I'm not focused. All these things come naturally to us. So now in this training course, what we're going to do is learn how to get rid of these negative thoughts and build a way to positivity and success. See, all these thoughts are generally a byproduct of our programming. So that's the reason we say get up in the morning, go for a walk your dog out, and then exercise, because that's how your body is, of course, going to work and work in a positive mind, positive way. Now, what people generally do is they judge themselves and they judge their past experience. Have you ever thought, why am I getting these thoughts? This is because my past experience is such, see, life is again, is a battle, and sometimes we get good experience, sometimes we have bad experiences, part of life. So what happened to them in some past time in their life that has made them who they were at that moment, and what you could become in future is completely your choice, team. So, and if you want to really have that freedom to choose that future that you want, and you need to understand how to deal with negative thoughts and stop being a victim to these thoughts. Stop being perpetually under the influence of these negative thoughts, and then find out the right way, technique, where we're going to hear expert mentoring would teach you to guide you to actually have less focus on these negative thoughts and stay focused on your primary responsibilities and get to whatever your aim and ambition in life is. All right. So that was an overview of what we're going to do in length through this particular training program. Now, okay, having said that, this emotional set point for this entire thing is negative thoughts. So we're going to, okay, negative frame of mind. Now, we're going to do this activity, take 5 minutes time, and the activity is such. There is this sense of achievement and sense of fulfillment. When anybody achieves something in their life, they have the sense of achievement, and that later will turn to a sense of fulfillment. For example, so give me two things that have got you, or you felt as if you've achieved something, and those two things have resulted in you feeling fulfilled. So for example, I'll just share this: achieved best performer for the month of February 2017. So that was my achievement. Okay, and then something that gives me an idea and a perspective of fulfillment is bought my new Camry Toyota, purchased a new villa. Now this is an example that I'm sharing for you to have a clear understanding of what the task is and how do we need to work on this particular thing. So sense of achievement and sense of fulfillment, you would certainly ask me what is the difference between the words achievement and fulfillment. When the Oxford Dictionary says in the synonym list, we have the achievement and fulfillment, two words placed together in the list of thesaurus and synonyms. So what it defines is the moment I achieve something, later is when I realize and I have this feeling of self-actualization. I feel refreshed, I feel fulfilled with that particular thought. So here we go. Achieved first prize in uh, dance competition. Okay, so everybody please share two of your achievements and the two things that have got you sense of fulfillment. Waiting. Okay, so I'll quickly punch in here. Successfully completed, we'll call it graduated, MS. Okay, so successfully graduated MS. I have I have an idea regarding Facebook, which is awesome and unique. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, what did you achieve? Scholarship in 10th and in engineering. Okay, degree. Come on, team. You did not achieve anything so far. What's the average age of this team? Over 20? I'm certain that I am connecting with freshers and people who have industry experience of over 5 years. So I'm certainly looking forward to more interaction. Okay, so achieved first prize in dance competition, successfully graduated MS. I have good idea. I have an idea about Facebook, which is awesome and it's unique. I don't think anyone else has got that a great idea. Scholarship in the 10th and an engineering degree. My team, thank you so much for your participation. So let's move on. Okay. I hope you all understood this activity, sense of achievement and fulfillment. Please go home and go back and do your homework. See, now what we do in the training classes is an hour of training part, trainer-led, tutor-led training. Then we give you a lot many activities and icebreakers for your good. And daily, please practice for 2 hours. Make notes of it. Keep a notebook with you so that once you write and once you jot down these important points, it's not temporary. You could use it for your future reference and it always has an impact. Like whenever I go out, I always carry my notebook, even now. And let me give you an example. Now, as a trainer, as a teacher, we have to go make presentations, deliver, design the content and then do the implementation part. Now, before that particular 60-minute session starts, there's something called teach back. Now in the teach back, we sit for 15 minutes with other, of course, scholarly people, and they ask us certain questions and they get us ready for that particular session. Now imagine the 60-minute part, if I could do it in those 15 minutes, or not me, anyone else. It's so important to actually understand the essential of language, the use of words. There are so many words, start from letter A to letter Z in English, that you could learn and you could implement to become a superstar communicator. And apart from this, your positive thinking and clarity frame of mind would certainly help you. Degree is spelled incorrectly, right? So, uh, you know, of course, stay up and up on in this competitive industry, competitive world. Okay, team. So carry your notes. Sometimes when I don't take my notebook, I feel like, something is not right. Always make notes of certain things. You never know when you're going to be, working on it and how good that particular thing would actually have a long-term benefit on you. Okay, so let's move on to the next part, which is 10 tips on keys to positive thinking, team. So you determine your reality. So this is the next part. Let me include it here. Icebreaker. an activity. And later 10 keys to positive thinking. Okay, so what's the first part? You determine your reality, and the second key is start your day strong with the right ritual. We need to have morning ritual, we need to have afternoon, evening and night rituals in place. That will help us starting our day strong. Exercise is a natural feel good drug. Do exercise, even if it's like for 15 minutes on a daily basis, 365 days a year, it's fine. Do it regularly. Use books and audio, overload your brain with positivity. See, the first thing what happens we did learn, right, team? There's no effort to think, that's not meant for me, it's not enough for me. No matter how much ever we get, we have this feeling, and there's no effort to get through that particular thought process. So use a few books. The morning when you wake up, have the important motivational books with you. Read 2 pages daily. Follow a few audios. Do the affirmation process on a regular basis. So this would help you stay positive. Use language that shapes your thought. Again, words play major role on our thinking process. That's the reason they say, don't think negative. Please don't give up so soon. You're created for your higher calling, and of course everybody is gifted with certain uniqueness and their primary aspects and calling, the skill set. So you should understand, okay, I'm excellent with testing. You should know that, and then work on that particular thing so that that becomes your primary skill. And whenever we coach team, we insist on language learning. Please learn 3 languages at least. Be good in Spanish, English, French, or you could be good at any regional language with English. Okay, so language shapes your thoughts. Hang out with positive people. Now there is a saying here, team, if you are the one, if it's a group of like 10 people, and you are the one who's sharing information to the rest of the line, then it's time for you to possibly, apparently, change the group, because you are so intellectual, so giving, so sharing, and every bond is like give and take. So you need to be receiving it also from the rest of the team. Okay, so okay. Yeah, we are here. Hang out with positive people. So positive people will of course build you. Negative people will demagnetize and demotivate you. So please avoid negative people. Stay with positive people. Show your appreciation for others. The moment you start appreciating others, hey, that was excellent. That was an excellent whatever session, or you look beautiful. Appreciate them for who they are and for work, for whatever help and support they express to give you. You feel, then later you get that sense of like, wow, I did appreciate her, and I'm feeling so light, I'm feeling so cool, I'm feeling charged. Do it. It certainly works. Garbage in and garbage out. What is garbage in is like once we take on too much, sometimes there may be chances, there are scenarios that we kind of feel stressed, overwhelmed, all this is a part again. So what we need to do is, how do you get rid of stress? Listen to music, go out for a walk, try and socialize, connect with Facebook, Twitter, and so many other groups, and do certainly workout. Okay, so garbage in and garbage out, it's a process. Stop negative thoughts in their track. Okay, team? I hope it's one moment here. Okay, negative thoughts. So we need to, first the thought comes, we need to identify, is it a negative or is it a positive thought? Accordingly, we have to get rid of the negative thoughts and then align ourselves to positive thoughts. And so live with gratitude. Gratitude is thanking. First we need to get spiritual. Thank God, the superpower who has created us. So give appreciate and gratitude, say thank you, thank your parents, loving parents, thank your significant other, because if they would not be there, of course you have to get up in the morning, get your cooking, do your breakfast. What's your usual breakfast? Of course it's toast, it's cereal, a mug of coffee with 2 or 3 donuts, with a fruit bowl with dash of vanilla. So all of this could be there. However, your significant other is also important. No matter how much ever small support they give, express gratitude, say thank you. I'm really glad you're there with me. Okay, so live with gratitude, recharge your batteries. See, once we start recharging our batteries is when we actually have that positive mindset, and we feel like, oh, okay, fine, I'm going good, and then, of course, it's going to be an excellent day. So here are the 10 keys to positive thinking. Do we have any questions, team? Okay, so now what we're going to do is, to positive thinking. Okay, so no questions, let's proceed. All right. Later we have this part. Okay, so we have this law of attraction. Now this it's a law. Like we have Newton's law, we have so many other laws of nature. Now attraction says we attract what we share or give. Like attracts like. Okay, and then thoughts play major role, and what we think we become. That's which is why we say, and law of attraction is, once we have to give it to the universe, surrender that yes, I've done a good job, and feel glad that, and say thank you that I was able and I was capable enough to do it, and put it there, give it to the universe, give it to the superpower, then things would certainly materialize. So that's a small definition of law of attraction, and it certainly works. So certainly works when we are calm, composed, and we don't run behind it. Just sit back, stay cool, surrender, and believe that it is certainly going to work. If not now, it certainly will work out sometime in future. Okay, so now we have. Okay, so let's head to the presentation. Iceberg, we've discussed this. Who's this? Steve Jobs. So now we know who Steve Jobs is, right? Apple founder. Initially, his life was like all, negative, and then slowly, step by step, they worked hard. And, today he owns something like more than $1 million, million, billion, $1 trillion, and they are really good. They're so fortunate. Not because they were gifted with certain things. They had the idea, they had the intention, they had, received coaching and guidance by the right coach on how to deal with the negative process of life and how to head to positivity. Now, Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is a series. If you have time, Google it or watch it on TV. Now, this is of course, series. Just like we have Friends. Here, what this person talks about in one of his episodes is, no matter his family influences him or his friends say, hey, I mean, don't hurt yourself so much. You know, he's so determined and he is ready to stretch to achieve his, long-term agenda, and he gives it all to that particular present moment. So please follow this. This will certainly have a good, idea about how to stay focused and determined in our approach no matter what the situation circumstance is in life. See, generally in life, what is life? According to Gautam Buddha, that's the first thing that Buddha has also mentioned in one of his good uh, books. He says life in itself is suffering. So we can actually feel glad about like we being humans, or we could actually miss it and say, another day, maybe another Monday. Or, I meet so many people. I try to connect at office. We generally meet in different, I go to meet my family. They say, if I ask them, how is your day so far? I've never come across an answer that there's any day of the week they say, it's like Monday. So be cool, be calm, stay focused, composed, and don't have the negativity right there. Okay, so yeah, Breaking Bad. Now we have, I'll just list these few tips before we could just end this session here. Simple tips to develop a positive attitude. So the first tip is team. Okay. And then we have simple tips for developing positive attitude. Choose to be happy. See, happiness is a matter of choice. When negative thoughts enter your mind, just refuse to look at them, doing your best so to substitute them with happy thoughts. Look at the bright side of life. It's a matter of choice and repeated attempts. Choose to be optimistic. The next few tips are: find reasons to smile more often. You can find such reasons. If you could find such reason, nothing like it. Have faith in yourself and believe that the universe can help you. Associate yourself with happy people. And then we have read inspiring stories, read inspirational quotes, repeat affirmations that inspire and motivate you, and visualize only what you want to happen. Please don't visualize too many things. See, there is a method that we need to follow in manifesting certain things in life, especially manifesting your higher mission and vision. What's the first step in the entire process is you will focus on only one part of it. You cannot see the entire thing and completely mess it up. So take it step by step in bite-sized pieces. I'm sure you will certainly figure out a way to actually be there. Okay, so here we go, team. This is all from my side for today. Before we kind of end this particular training session, I certainly would like to share this. Routine questions, as in what's my morning routine? Did I walk my dog today? Okay, that was an excellent input, Satinder. Okay. So what are the questions with regards to your routine that you ask yourself, team, on a daily basis? Once you wake up in the morning, we all have certain morning rituals, right? Okay, so now they may well be routine channels which are very good. They may be routine channels which are barely adequate. There may be some routine channel, but you feel you could be better. There may be no routine channel and you have to design your own action plan. So I welcome you to join this personality development training workshop, which is a part of positive thinking and confidence building and email writing with vocabulary building, idioms and collocation, and seek out those who are motivated and build up the group with that particular motivational aspect, and certainly with motivational tutor to see the best version of you. Okay. All right. Right. So any questions, team? Any questions before? Okay, so let me do a recap of what we've covered today. We started with the personality development training course. I did give you an overview of what are the 5 different individual courses we have as a part of developing your personality. You could go on itelearn.com and check the courses out individually or as a all-in-one, it's 5-in-1 package. And let me tell you, all these training sessions are specially designed for today's market. All the concepts that we're sharing are designed for today's competitive, complex and changing industry, and they are the latest version which will help you be the best version of who you could be in the challenging time. So do check this out. Attend all the live sessions. It's a 3-week program. Positive Attitude, starting from Positive Attitude, would be over 21 hours, and we're going to discuss in length on how to be positive and how to go on in life. So we started with an overview, and then I did tell you about the topics that we're going to cover through this training program. And we dealt with a few negative questions and what are the types of questions that are actually coming at the back of your mind. Started with the thinking process. There is 5 steps and 5 stages of thinking. We started with so, low, po, so, go. So to head to positivity, we need to certainly have this particular thing, which is cleaning up and closure or closing up of the negative energy. So that's the reason we need to understand the thinking process first. Later we did with this activity, which was sense of achievement and sense of fulfillment, and also gave you an insight on this questions which are negative, and we do not need any energy to actually get the negative thoughts out. So 10 keys to positive thinking and law of attraction, just an overview to that, and what are the simple tips to build and to have positive attitude. So I'm sure you all have many questions. Join me live in the live session starting the 6th of March, team. I will have all the questions addressed, and I need to pronounce this. This is one package that does it all. So looking forward to be connecting with you at Priya ITElearn, Priya ITElearn at gmail.com, or you could also write in your queries at learn@itelearn.com. So thank you so much for your valuable time, and do like, share and subscribe this video and the other videos that you like on Karthik eLearning YouTube. Okay, so we have a few questions. Okay, do you have any questions for me right now? I could check it up, or we're going to connect tomorrow and we're going to continue with confidence building. So we've just done like the first part of positive thinking, and there's so much to explore in tomorrow's session. Looking forward, team, 7:30 p.m. PS Pacific and 9 a.m. IST. Thank you so much. I really feel glad that I am certainly with the part of intellectual team, and thank you so much for your participation. This is Priya signing off on behalf of ITElearn. Have a pleasant evening ahead. Thank you.